Well, okay. Yes, I think we'll have to.
Oh, hello. Welcome everyone. Today, here, it's the 472 days after, on the day that the USA is inaugurating a new presidential administration. But before I speak, I want you to join me in saluting the Palestinian resistance in all its shapes and colors. We here can be only in awe before their dignified resilience, their perseverance, and the strength of their fighting spirit. It is because of this resistance that the Palestinians succeeded against all odds to halt the ethnic cleansing in Gaza. So join me, please. Where are you, Nabil? Free! Palestine! Also, please join me in saluting all our martyrs, mothers, fathers, sons and daughters. We will remember them. The whole world will remember them. Memorials will be erected for all of those that were killed in the most recent and most televised genocide. So that this time we can truly say never. Never again for anyone. Yes.
From Gaza to Beirut, all our martyrs we salute. Gaza to Beirut,
all our martyrs we salute. Today, I was going to wear my mother's coat, a traditional Palestinian dress that she embroidered herself. I was going to wear it because we normally do so when we are celebrating happy occasions and events. But I still feel as if I have a huge lump in my stomach. Yes, a ceasefire has been announced at last. The live-streamed mass killing of my people has been paused. But this fact only prompts me to start grieving, to try to envisage how on earth people in Gaza will begin to heal, reconstruct, and keep on existing whilst preserving their humanity. Edward Said once said that there is no cause, no God, no abstract idea that can justify the mass slaughter of innocents. As we speak, nearly 47,000 people have been killed. At least 17,000 were children.
Shame!
These numbers only refer to those whose bodies were recorded by the Ministry of Health. They exclude the bodies under the rubble, the bodies scattered on the streets, and the number of people missing. They also exclude those who died due to disease and infections.
So there is one thing that we are seeing at the moment which is positive, which is the shattering of the falsity that liberalism is in somehow a progressive politics for the world. It's completely wrapped up in imperialism and the capitalist system. And what people have taken from the Palestine movement and the movement of the Palestinians is the need for a revolutionary politics. There is no reformist way out of an occupation. There is no reformist way out of imperialism. There is only the revolutionary road and the revolutionary struggle. And that has been spread all throughout the world.
I think I should say something about that as well, because we're outside the US Embassy. This is the belly of the beast right here. Because Israel is a tiny little country. It's a colony of the United States. It couldn't operate for a week without the United States. Nearly all their arms come from the United States. All the diplomatic support. We need to understand that Gaza is a microcosm of empire. The people behind us, whether it's Biden or Trump, it doesn't matter. They don't give a damn for human life. They don't give a damn for human rights. They don't give a damn for democracy. What they care about is protecting their power, and they don't care who they kill or who dies when they do that. And it's been like that since they took over the mantle of global power from Britain after the Second World War. But I don't think people understand that, or people understand that in a way they never have before, especially young people, you know, because we're given propaganda from a very, very young age in this country, in America, in the West in general, that we are noble powers. We exert power based on principles of democracy, human rights and all that stuff. That's been completely exploded. No one believes that anymore. Only the people in the establishment media, maybe establishment academics, the people at large understand the world in a way they never have. So the door is ajar in that sense. We can go two ways now. We can build on that realization of how the world works and move to create a world based on principles that they purport to hold to, like democracy and freedom rights, or we can allow them to win. So I feel like we're at a very historic period, and we owe it to the people in Gaza. The cost has been way too high for this awakening to happen, but we owe it to them to move forward and change the world, not just in Palestine, but everywhere.
So just briefly about the ceasefire, just before I get on to the other bits. For me, the striking fact that we have a ceasefire now on the same deal that was agreed back in May. It's already been mentioned tonight. So, who chose this path? It was Joe Biden. Joe Biden, the president of the people in that building. So his nickname, Genocide Joe, is really very, very appropriate. He chose genocide when there could have been a negotiated deal back in May. And all the deaths, and all the destruction, the massacres, the genocide grinding on day after day after day. Those Democrats chose that path. And we must never forget that. And I think of the young comrade who spoke earlier, who said how the so-called liberals of the Democratic Party, they're monsters. They are no better. In fact, for me, I prefer Trump to them. Because at least he's going to stab you in the chest looking at you. Whereas those bastards will stab you in the back. The liberals have always been the poison and the traitors that seduce us into thinking that somehow the system can be reformed and accommodated. And as that comrade so rightly said, that will never happen. So we have a ceasefire. At long last, there's a breathing space. At long last, the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza are getting a break, some food, some respite from the bombs and the missiles and the bullets and the terror. But we know we have to proceed very, very carefully. In any moment they could turn that around, betray it, and we're back to square one.
I spent last night in a cell, police cat holders, we were arrested, was crappy as hell, mattress was horribly thin, crappy prison food left on the floor, didn't give me a bin, handcuffed old ladies and monks, took them to the police van in chains, told them get in the trunk, Article 12 you're in breach, 'cause you're marching to the BBC on a public street. Can't say too much right away, 'cause you see I'm on bail, and they're looking to rustle my tail. Feathers, but better be sure, won't stay silent about all the madness I heard and I saw. Police were getting quite loudy and rowdy and tackling women who fell to the floor, treating us like we were criminals. But the criminals are the ones who call genocide war. What I went through was a minor. In Israel they're locking up minors at large. Put toddlers in jail without giving a charge. And raping detainees with rods in the Boy. Palestine will be free. Yeah. and we will continue to fight, lighting up children like they were 6. Judges sit in their colonial wigs. That's why we don't play around with the pigs. I said down with the pigs. Palestine will be free, and we will continue to fight, lighting up children as though they were 6. Judges sit in their colonial wigs. That means we don't play around with the pigs. I said down with the pigs.